Good morning, ma'am. This is Vaishnavi P and my friend Shrey Maurya, and we are here to present the topic operators on C. So, first we look on to what is an operator. So, an operator is a symbol which will specify the mathematical, logical, or relational operation to be performed. And then we look on to the types of operators. We have arithmetic operator, relational operator, equality operator, logical operator, conditional operator, bitwise operator, and assignment operator. So first let's look on to arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators, they are used to can be applied to any integer or floating point value, and we can perform basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So here we have made use of an example. We have declared a variable a which is of integer type, and we have assigned the value 9 to it, and variable b has been assigned 3. So then depending on these values we will perform the arithmetic operations. So we multiply, we get 9 into 3 we get 27, we divide that we get 3, and then when we add we get 12, when we subtract we get 6, and modulus is nothing but it will give us the remainder of our expression. So when we do that we get 0. Next is relational operator. Relational operators, they are also called as a comparison operator, and it is a operator which will compare the two values, and the expressions which contain relational operators are called relational expressions. The relational operators, they're usually evaluated from left to right. So here we have the four basic relational operators, which is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. And in the first example we can see that 3 is greater than 5, and that is evaluated to 1, and 1 in computer language nothing but it means it is true. And then in the second expression we can see that 7 is greater than 9, and that is not true, so it will get evaluated to 0, which is nothing but false. And then same thing we can see with less than or equal to. 100 is lesser than or equal to 100, it is nothing but 1, because we have equal to, so 100 is equal to 100. So even if one condition fails, it still satisfies and it becomes 1, it's nothing but true. And then for greater than or equal to also we can see 50 is greater than or equal to 100, which is not true, and that is false. Then equality operators. Equality operators, C language will support two kinds of equality operators to compare their operands for strict equality or inequality, and they have lower precedence than relational operators. So in equality operators, first we have equal to, and then we have not equal to operators. So equal to operators, it will return true if both the operands are equal, otherwise it will return 0, it's nothing but false. So in the example we can see that 10 is equal to 10, and that is nothing but true, so that will be evaluated to 1. And then we can see in the second 10 is equal to 9, and that is not true, so it will return 0. And then we have the not equal to, which it returns 1 if the operands do not have the same value, otherwise it will return 0. So we can see 10 is not equal to 9, so that will return to 1, that is nothing but true. And then 10 not equal to 10, it is nothing but false, so it will return 0. So next we have logical operators, and in logical operators there are three types of logical operators. So first one will be the logical AND operator, and logical expressions are evaluated from left to right. So first here we can see logical AND is a binary operator, and it will simultaneously evaluate two values or relational expressions. So if both the operands are true, then the whole expression will be evaluated to true. If both or one of the operand is false, then the whole expression will be evaluated to false. So here we can see the logical and truth table. So we can see that 1 and 1 is be evaluated to 1, which is nothing but true, and then other cases you can see it is 0. So if it is either 1 or either 0, it will be false. It'll evaluate to 0. And if it is 0 and 0, that is completely false. So it will evaluate to 0. And the further topic will be continued by my friend Shrey Moria.
Good morning, ma'am. So from logical OR, I'm going to explain the rest of the operators. So, ma'am, logical OR returns, so it's a type of logical operator. So in this case, we can see, ma'am, if one of the operator is true, nothing but 1, it will return the value 1, nothing but true. And if both of the inputs are false, then only it will give the input as false, otherwise all the inputs will be true. So next we have logical NOT. Logical NOT, it takes a single expression and it is nothing but the reverse of its input, and we can say its complement of its input. As here we can see a is equal to 1, so it will be reversed, so it will be 0, and a is equal to 0, so logical NOT will be 1. It's the reverse of the input. And next we have conditional operators. So conditional operators are nothing but it is also called ternary operators, and in C language it's just like an if else statement that can be used within such expression. And ma'am, the syntax of the expression we can see: expression 1 question mark, expression 2, expression 3. So I'll try to explain by an example. So let us consider here a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 3. So here we get that s is equal to a is greater than b. So here what will happen, if the above condition will satisfy, then A will be printed, and if the given condition will be false, then B will be printed. So here we can see that 5 is greater than 3, so A will be printed, that is nothing but 5. Next we have bitwise operator. So bitwise operators are those operator that performs an operation at bit level. There are four type of bitwise operators, that is AND, OR, NOT, and XOR. It's just like an logical operator only, but XOR is additional in this. So we can see bitwise AND. So in bitwise AND operation, it's just like the logical AND operation. If both input will be true, then the output will be true, or else all the output will be false. So here we can see that if one of the input is true, then also the output will be false only, and only in the case of both the inputs are true, the output will be true, and in rest of the cases it will be false only. So we can take an example like if we compare two numbers, so it will compare the first digit of the number should be true, then only it will be 1, or it will the condition will be true. Next we have bitwise OR operator. So bitwise OR operator we can, it's just like logical OR operation. We can see the truth table here. It is nothing but if one of the input is true, so the output will also be true, and if both of the input are false, then only will the output will be false. So here we can see like truth table: 0 0 will return 0, 0 1 will return 1, 1 0 will return 1, 1 1 will be 1. Next, so bitwise NOT operator, it is just like the logical NOT operation. It will be the reverse of its input, that is 0 will be evaluated as 1 and 1 will be 0. It is just reverse, the output will be the reverse of the input, and it is also the complement of its input we can call. The next operator like bitwise operator is XOR. So in this condition we have the truth table. So in this condition what happens, if in the input we have odd number of ones, then the output will be 1. Otherwise, in any other case, the output will be false, that is nothing but 0. We can see there 0 0 in the input, there is nothing, no 1, so it will be 0. And in second case 0 1, the output is 1 because we have odd number of 1. Third case is also similar, 1 0, so output will be 1. And we have in the fourth case odd even number of 1, so output will be 0. Lastly, we have assignment operator. The assignment operator is responsible for assigning values to the variable. While the equal sign is the fundamental assignment operator, C language also supports other assignment operator that provide shorthand ways to represent common variable assignment. It is also known as a shorthand assignment operator. So when we do the regular operation, we use expression like we can see x is equal to x plus 2. But for the assignment operator, we can do shorthand assignment. That is, we can use x plus x is equal to minus is equal to into is equal to modulus is equal to. So here it is also used to reduce the code lines, reduce the words, reduce the operators. So here in the syntax we can see like x plus is equal to 2 will be nothing but x is equal to x plus 2. We'll assign some value to x, and it will be, the compiler will evaluate as x is equal to x plus 2. Similarly for minus, x minus is equal to 2 will be nothing but x is equal to x minus 2. X into is equal to 2 will be nothing but x is equal to x into 2. X modulus is equal to 2 will be nothing but x is equal to x modulus 2. So here are our operators. Thank you, ma'am.